Puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by number 15, Camila Davis for Hinckley. Hands it off to Caston. She dribbles it across half court, passes it back to Castilla. And it is stolen by Issa Winton. She takes it down the court, passes it over to Alexis Baker for three, bounces out. Rebounded by Mondine. Passes it off to Caston.
And for you folks at home, sorry about those technical difficulties we had. We're getting them figured out for you guys. Sorry again about that.
Keeter with the layup. That is good.
So far, an amazing game by number 12, Reagan Cater, putting up 8 points on the board tonight with layups. So far, having a fantastic game and really helping the Grizzlies out.
Winton, jump shot, no good. Rebounded Keeter, and she gets fouled trying to put the shot up.
Good attempt. That is going to be Thunder Ridge's first foul of the game tonight, or first foul shot of the game tonight.
Second foul on the night for Hinckley. First shooting foul. Keeter sets up for her first shot.
She's got it. That's one for the Grizzlies. Going to bring it to 11-0 here with 4 minutes and 39 seconds left. Your Thunder Ridge Grizzlies have the lead.
Rebecca Winton, Hallie Hanchett, and Kira Kaiser-Cochran subbing in for Thunder Ridge before Keeter's second free throw. Shot number 2 is up, and that is good. 12-0, Thunder Ridge leads. Hinckley passing it around. Caston has it. Dribbles, gets across half court. Passes it over to Davis. Back to Caston. Ball bounces past to Mondine. Shot goes up, no good. Rebounded by Keeter. Passes it to Rebecca Winton. She takes it down the court, dribbling down the near side. Passes it to Alexis Baker. Baker over to Keeter. Down to Hanchett. Passes it back to Kaiser-Cochran. Wide open three, and just bounces out. But Keeter gets the offensive rebound. Passes it to Winton. Back to Kaiser-Cochran. Jump shot. Bounces out. This one is rebounded by Camilla Davis. Davis passes it to Caston. Caston dribbles it up top. Takes it down the side, passes it to Ureli Delgadillo Roman. Ball bounces around, grabbed by Winton. Winton spin move. Layup goes in. Nice move there.
Takes it to the house. 2 points for number 10, Rebecca Winton.
Pass goes into Caston. Back to Delgadillo Roman. Stolen by Baker. Baker, easy layup. That's another 2 points. That makes it 16-0 Thunder Ridge.
Fantastic steal and great ball awareness there by number 4, Alexis Baker with the steal.
Caston takes it across half court. Crossover, passes it to Delgadillo Roman. Back over to Swanson. Ball is tipped. Grabbed by Hanchett. She takes it across the court, passes it to Baker. Baker gets a pass to Keeter. Gets called for a travel. So Hinckley will get the ball.
So far, fantastic job by Thunder Ridge defense. Just playing a real suffocating defense and just taking all the opportunities they can to get points on offense. And it shows on the board. So far, shutting out Hinckley 16-0 with 2 minutes, 37 seconds left in this quarter. Vince, what are your thoughts so far on how Thunder Ridge is playing and what they can do to seal this game early?
I think you hit the nail on the head there, Charles. They're playing great defense. They're getting steals, tipping the ball away and grabbing it. They're getting another aspect that they're doing well is they're getting lots of rebounds, especially offensive rebounds, and that's just giving them more opportunities to score. And they've been able to take advantage of their opportunities. And I think if they keep doing that, they'll be in a good position here.
Couldn't agree more with you, Vince.
So 16-0 is the score, 2:37 left in the first quarter. Hinckley inbounds it. Caston passes it to number 3, Onyx Oates. Oates passes it back to Caston. Caston taking it down the far side, passes up top to Relford. Relford back to Caston. Back to Oates. Oates trying to drive in. Back to Caston. Caston gets tripped up and a foul called on Issa Winton. First foul of the night for Thunder Ridge.
Another thing the Grizzlies have been doing well tonight, even though it's a low fouling game, they're making sure to keep it clean. As both Vince and I have seen countless times at commentating, those fouls can come back to get you if you're not careful.
Pass goes into Relford, back to Oates. Oates hands it off to Caston. Caston calling for a play. Dribbles down the far side, passes it to Oates.
2-minute warning for the quarter.
Oates gets it over to Relford. Relford up top. Passes it over to Caston. Back over to Oates. Relford dribbles up top, trying to drive, hands it off to Caston, trying to get a screen, and she's going to get a move in, pulls back out to the top. Passes intended for number 15, Camilla Davis, but a foul called on Thunder Ridge. Second of the night. Subs coming in for Thunder Ridge: A.D. Baker, Lucy Monroe, Angel McCloskey, and Kayla Ridgeween subbing in for Thunder Ridge.
Score right now 16-0 with 1:32 left in the quarter. Your Thunder Ridge Grizzlies have the lead.
And the inbound is stolen by McCloskey. Passes it to Monroe. Tries to get the shot and draws the foul. So Monroe will go to the free throw line.
Foul number 15, Camilla Davis. That's her first team third.
Third foul on Hinckley. Second shooting foul. Monroe takes a couple dribbles. That shot is up and bounces out. Subs coming in for Hinckley. That is number 12, Emma Josephson, and number 20, Fatimata Jai. Monroe's second shot bounces up and out, rebounded by Relford, who takes it up the court herself. Passes it back to Jai. Back to Relford. Relford, pass intended for Jai, goes out of bounds. Grizzlies ball. Just over a minute here in the first quarter. Thunder Ridge still holding on to a 16-0 lead. Inbound goes to McCloskey. Over to Monroe. Monroe dribbles it up top, trying to drive in. Gets a pass over to Ridgeween. Ridgeween out to McCloskey. Over to Monroe. Over to Baker. To McCloskey. Out to Monroe. For three. And that is no good and rolls out of bounds. Hinckley's ball. Inbound goes to number 12, Josephson. He passes it to Jai. Jai back to Josephson. That goes to Relford. Relford dribbling it, trying to take it back up top.
30 seconds left in the quarter.
Passes it to Jai. Pass down to Josephson. Back out to Relford. Puts up a shot. That bounces out. A.D. Baker saves it. Oh, she just went out of bounds. Went diving to try and save the ball. Good effort there. Just not quite able to get it back in.
Grizzlies defense keeping up the pressure. 16-0 remains the score. 15.8 seconds left in this first quarter.
Relford passes it over to Swanson. Back to Jai. Jai over to Relford. Relford up top. 3 seconds left. Josephson trying to get a pass. No one is open. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Thunder Ridge leads 16-0.
Wow, fantastic first quarter by Thunder Ridge. Complete shutout of Hinckley. Some players we've got to mention. Reagan Cater, of course, so far has 8 points on tonight. That is about half of the Grizzlies' points in this quarter. She's had some fantastic layups, getting inside the paint to give the Grizzlies some points. Also, number 4, Alexis Baker, has had some crucial steals here for the Grizzlies. And also Rebecca Winton, who has also put some points on the board for them. All the Grizzlies so far just playing a fantastic team game, really putting up the pressure and really suffocating Hinckley on defense, really, again, shooting their shots on offense, working as a team. You can see that the teamwork and connection that these girls have with each other is really paying off on the court.
Definitely. They put up 16 unanswered points in the first quarter, outscored their scoring average for the first quarter. They average about 9 points in the first quarter this season, Thunder Ridge has, and they've already got 16 up there. So that is a good sign for Thunder Ridge here as we come out to start the second quarter. Hinckley to inbound.
Got to make sure you don't get complacent, though. There's still a lot of basketball to be played, even just in this half. Those 16 points can come back if you're not careful.
And ball bounces off of Grizzly and out of bounds. Hinckley will get to inbound it again. Pass goes into Caston. Caston passes it over to Josephson. Gets a pass over to Swanson. Passes it down to Relford. She's driving in. Shot goes up, and that rolls in. Hinckley scores their first points of the game. Score is now 16-2. Thunder Ridge leads. McCloskey. Pass intended for number 2, Ralph, goes out of bounds and almost hits our computer. Wild play there. So Hinckley with the ball now. Caston crosses half court. Passes it to Swanson. Mondine to Josephson, and that is a layup. Emma Josephson with 2 points for Hinckley. 16-4 now. McCloskey takes it down the far side. Pass intended for Baker, stolen by Mondine. Passes it to Caston. Caston taking it down the far side. Bounce pass to Josephson. Pass to Mondine. She's driving in. Getting triple team, pass to Josephson. She passes it up to Caston. Just manages to keep it from going across half court. Passes it back to Josephson. Across the court, wide open Swanson for 3. Bounces up and out. Rebounded by Alexis Baker. She takes down the court herself. Down the far side, driving in. Passes across the court to Monroe. Puts up a 3. No good. Rebounded by Mondine.
Score right now, 16-4. Thunder Ridge still leads with 6 minutes, 10 seconds left in the half.
Caston. Pass tipped out of bounds by Baker. Hinckley to inbound. Subs coming in for Thunder Ridge. Issa Winton, Rebecca Winton, Regan Keeter, Kira Kaiser-Cochran, and Hallie Hanshit.
Grizzlies want to make sure they keep up the intensity. Again, Hinckley's got a little bit of a scoring drive here, but you got to make sure to shut it down if you want to stay in this game, have a good lead going into the half.
Caston loses the ball, grabbed by Winton. Puts up the shot, no good. Bouncing around, rebounded by Swanson. Passes it, and a foul called.
So far, Thunder Ridge seems to be taken by surprise by this new energy from Hinckley. Still playing good, making sure to keep the scoring to a minimum, making sure to keep the fouls low. You don't want to go into a bonus, of course, but definitely got to make sure to pick up the pace a bit here. Again, like I've said many times in the past, a good lead going into halftime, that is a huge advantage for any team, huge morale booster, and can really help finishing those final quarters of the game.
Definitely. After that first quarter, Hinckley has come out with a little more energy. They've been getting some rebounds and have been able to put up a couple points. 16-4, Thunder Ridge leads, 5:44 left in the half. And a timeout was called there. And we are just about done with the timeout and ready to get back to the action. It is Hinckley's ball. Caston to inbound. Gets it into Swanson, who passes it back to Caston. Back to Swanson. Back to Caston. Passes it over to Relford. Relford across the court to Swanson. To Josephson. Mundine in the corner. Hands it off to Swanson. Back to Caston. Caston takes it back up top. Guarded by Rebecca Winton. Looking for a pass. Tight defense here by Thunder Ridge. Almost loses the ball. Passes it to Josephson. Josephson. And the ball is stolen, but it looks like either the Grizzlies stepped out of bounds. Yes, I think that's what they're calling it. Hallie Hanshaw was trying to steal it. Just stepped out of bounds. Hinckley to rebound, or to inbound, excuse me. Caston passes it up to Relford. Caston back up top for three, and she nails it. 7 points now for Hinckley. They're down 16-7. Winton to Winton. Wide open three. No good. Rebounded by Relford. Hands it to Caston. Caston crosses half court. Passes it to Swanson. Back to Caston. Pass to Relford. Relford trying to get a pass down low. Tipped out of bounds by Regan Keeter.
Man, Hinckley's really trying to come back and close this lead before half, especially with that fantastic three by Elia Caston.
Caston looking to get a pass in. And she just gets one off to Mondine. Mondine driving. And foul called on Regan Keeter. And Layla Mondine will get 2 free throws here with 4:34 left in the half.
Chance to make it a 7-point game right here.
Shot is up and bounces out. Mondine getting set for shot number 2. Takes a couple dribbles. Shot is up. And that one also bounces out. Rebounded by Kaiser Cochran. Actually, the ball was tipped out of bounds by Hinckley. Thunder Ridge with the ball here. Inbound goes to Issa Winton. Crossing half court to Winton. Keeter. Jump shot is good.
Got it. Perfect wide open shot by number 12, Reagan Cater. That is her 10th 2-pointer of the night.
Almost stolen by Hallie Hanshit, but that is going to go out of bounds.
Score right now, 18-7. Grizzlies keep an 11-point lead over Hinckley with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the half.
Pass goes out of bounds, but tipped by a Grizzly. Hinckley getting to inbound again. Sub coming in for Hinckley, that's number 3, Onyx Oates. Actually, that ball went out on Hinckley, so Thunder Ridge to inbound. Hanshit pulls up for 3, bounces out. Rebound goes into the hands of Mondine. She takes it and passes it to Oates, who dribbles it across half court, crossover. Stolen by Winton. She's got a fast break. Tipped out of bounds and a hard fall. But it is going to be the Grizzlies' ball. Relford trying to steal the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Alexis Baker in for Thunder Ridge, as well as Alexa Mackin. Trying to look for a pass, gets one up top to Winton. Winton over to Mackin. Mackin to Keeter. Baker for 3. That bounces out. Kaiser Cochran with the rebound. trying to get a shot and draws the foul. Smart move there by Kaiser Cochran. She was kind of trapped under the basket with some Hinckley defenders around her. Just threw up a shot and was able to draw the foul.
That's one thing we've been seeing all night from the Grizzlies is that awareness on the court, knowing when to shoot, knowing how to take a foul to get the easy two. I mean, it's something that's hard to come by in basketball teams at the high school level, but the Grizzlies and the teamwork they have, they really do a fantastic job of that.
They definitely do, and a timeout called here. 3:37 left in the first half. Thunder Ridge holding on to an 18-7 lead with Kira Kaiser Cochran set to shoot a couple free throws here.
So far, Grizzlies also 3 fouls to Hinckley's 4. Doing a good job of keeping it clean. Both teams really are.
Yeah, both teams are. I know in the past couple games we've seen high fouling with teams getting into the bonus and even the double bonus, but this has been a relatively low fouling game. Kaiser Cochran's first shot is up and a perfect swish. 19-7 Thunder Ridge.
To add what you were saying, we've seen too on a couple of these hard falls, both teams helping the other player up. That's something that you don't see often, and it's great to see in games like this.
Shot number 2 by Kaiser Cochran rolls in. 27 Thunder Ridge leads. Inbound goes to Swanson. Swanson getting double teamed. Gets a pass over to Oates. Oates back to Swanson. Back to Oates. Trying to make it across half court. And they do. Oates dribbling, passes it to Swanson. Swanson pulls up for a 3. And that misses the mark. But tipped and grabbed by Relford. Relford, tight defense by Alexis Baker. And a hard fall and a travel called on Relford. So a turnover. Thunder Ridge gets the ball. Inbounded to Baker. She takes it up top. Passes it over to Mackin. Mackin dribbling back to the top. Getting a pass over to Keeter. Back across the court to Baker. Baker down to Keeter. Bounces away. Grabbed by Mackin. Mackin passes it to Baker. Down to Baker. Oh, and that's stolen by Swanson. Passes it to Oates. Oates up top. Passes it to Relford. Back to Oates. Up top to Swanson. Tight defense here by Thunder Ridge. Keeping Hinckley from driving. Relford loses the ball. Tipped out by Baker. 2:29 left in the half.
Score right now, 20-7. Your Grizzlies keep a 13-point lead over Hinckley.
And inbound is Wild. Goes across half court and Swanson dives on it. Timeout called by Hinckley. Smart move there by the Hinckley head coach Joshua Hamilton, as Swanson was on the ground and had nobody near to pass to. So Hinckley's going to be able to keep the ball here. 2:26 left in the half.
Fantastic job, too, by number 5, Angel McCluskey for the Grizzlies, trying to get that steal and forcing Hinckley into that position. That is really going to help him out. And she's been having a fantastic games these past few seasons, really doing a great job of stealing the ball back for the Grizzlies. All of these players are. Just the transition they have between offense and defense, it's just like a snap of the fingers, and they're ready to play the other side of the ball. It's pretty impressive to see.
Inbound goes to Oates. Dribbles across half court. Tries to get a pass and gets one down to Josephson. She lays it in. 2 points for Hinckley. 20-9 is the score. McCloskey to Baker. Baker driving in. Shot goes up. She draws the foul.
Good job by Baker trying to put the shot up and then taking that foul to get the Grizzlies some more points. Score right now is 20-9 with a little over 2 minutes left to go in the half. Grizzlies have the lead.
Baker takes her first shot. That bounces out. Hallie Hanshett checking in for Thunder Ridge, as well as Aliyah Caston for Hinckley, as does number 22, Nayeli Gonzalez for Hinckley. Baker's shot is up, and that rolls in. 21-9 is the score here. Inbound to Caston. Pass rolls out of bounds off the Hinckley player. So Grizzlies get to inbound it here.
2 minutes and 3 seconds left in the half. 21-9 is the score. Grizzlies lead.
Baker passes it into McCloskey. McCloskey dribbles it up top. 2 minutes left in the half. Passes it back to Kaiser Cochran. Down to Baker down low. Dribble. Shot goes up, and that is in.
Fantastic job by A.D. Baker, putting up 2 points. That's a huge advantage for the Grizzlies.
And a loose ball.
Fantastic job.
Grabbed by Alexis Baker, but travels trying to stand up with it. Hinckley will get the ball. Fatimata Jai checks in for Hinckley. She will get the inbound. Passes it back to Oates. Oates dribbling across half court. Crosses half court again, and Thunderidge will get the turnover. 1:35 left in the quarter. 23-9, Thunderidge leads. Pass goes into McCloskey. Back to Baker. Jump stop. Pass to Baker. Bounce pass intended for Kaiser Cochran. Rolls out of bounds. Hinckley with the ball. Number 12, Emma Josephson, subs back in for Hinckley. Pass goes into Oates. Oates over to Swanson. Back to Oates. To Josephson, getting double teamed. Back to Oates. Swanson passes it to Josephson. Loose ball. Grabbed by Oates. Tries to get a pass over to number 15, Kamia Davis, and she's able to score a layup. 23-11 is the score. McCloskey passes it to Hanshett. Calling for a play. Gets the pass over to McCloskey. Across the court to Baker. Pass to Baker, who drives in. Shot, no good. Grabbed by Josephson. Josephson passes it to Oates. Trying to cross half court. Dribbles, getting double teamed. Jump ball called. Alexis Baker trying to steal the ball.
Score right now, 23-11. Your Thunderidge Grizzlies maintain a 12-point lead with 41 seconds left in this half. Fantastic job by the Grizzlies in creating a pretty good lead for the second half of play.
Pass to Kaiser Cochran. Oh,
She's
a nice
got
shot.
it.
Nice shot, hook shot there by Kaiser Cochran. 25-11 is the score. Swanson gets tripped up. Foul called.
I mean, that looked like a professional level hook shot, if I do say so myself, by number 15, Kaiser Cochran. That was, I think, one of the best shots we've seen all night.
Definitely. So Hinckley gets to inbound it here. Inbound goes to Oates. Travels. Grizzlies get the turnover. McCloskey inbounds it to Baker. Baker takes it up top. Back to McCloskey. Back to Baker. To Hanshett. To Baker. Layup. And one.
She's got it. Fantastic layup by number 4, Alexis Baker. It's going to bring the score 27-11 for the Thunderidge Grizzlies. 14.5 seconds left in this first half.
And with the foul, Baker will get a free throw. Shot goes up, and that rolls in. 28-11, Thunderidge now leads. Hinckley passes it in. Oates over to Davis. Ball bouncing around, grabbed by Alexis Baker. Driving. And with 1.1 seconds left, foul is called. And with that, Thunder Ridge will get the bonus. 7th foul for Hinckley in the first half.
1.1 seconds left in the half. Chance for the Grizzlies to get a few more on the board.
So Baker will get a 1-for-1 free throw attempt. Shot is up, and that is a perfect swish. Baker will get another one. Sets up for shot number 2. That one is up and away and bounces in. 30-11. And that will bring us to the end of the first half. Thunder Ridge currently leading over Hinckley, 30-11. Charles, what are you thinking of this first half so far?
Oh, I mean, what can we say that we haven't already been seeing this whole time? Grizzlies are just doing a phenomenal job, both sides of the ball, suffocating the Hinckley offense and also just exposing their defense. I mean, the results are on the scoreboard and how well they've been doing. 30-11, a 19-point lead for the Grizzlies for the second half. I mean, they're in a good position right now. All of their players contributing well. I mean, it seems redundant at this point to keep saying it, but they've just been doing a fantastic job, and it's truly just coming out
Definitely
in their performance.
They definitely have been doing a great job. Score is 30-11. Thunder Ridge leads. Don't go too far. We'll be back with the second half of action after this. Welcome back to the Grizzly Den, everybody. We're getting set here to start the second half of action. Thunder Ridge currently leads 30-11 over Hinckley. Hinckley to start with the ball here. Pass goes into Onyx Oates. Oates passes it down to Camilla Davis. Davis gets a pass off to Layla Mondine. Stolen by McCloskey. McCloskey passes it to A.D. Baker. Baker driving. Foul called on Mondine. First foul of the second half for Hinckley. Thunder Ridge gets to inbound it here. McCloskey set to inbound the ball. She gets it into Alexis Baker. Baker passes it back to McCloskey. Dribbles down the near side. Bounce pass to Baker down low. Shot goes up, no good. Rebounded by Hinckley. Pass over to Solani Relford. Passes it to Emma Josephson. Back up top to Onyx Oates. Oates dribbling, trying to drive around. Passes it to Lila Swanson. Swanson passes it, intended for Relford, but misses and grabbed by the Grizzlies. Baker is driving. Bounce pass to Issa Winton. Out to Regan Keeter. Jump shot. And that bounces out and into the hands of Oates, who takes it and dribbles it across half court. Nice crossover there. Passes it to Josephson. Pass intended for Davis down low, but that's off her hands and out of bounds. Thunder Ridge gets the ball.
Great job by Thunder Ridge so far, keeping the Hinckley offense from getting any points on the board. Now they just need to kick it up, get a few points for themselves, and they're in a good position.
McCloskey to Baker, back to McCloskey, out to Keeter, back to McCloskey. Wide open three. She takes it, and no good. Bouncing around. Baker puts up the shot and draws the foul. 6:29 left in the third quarter. Alexis Baker draws the foul. She'll get 2 free throws. Baker sets up for shot number 1. That is up and rolls in. Shot number 2 is up. That one is also good.
Nothing
Perfect
but
swish.
net on that one. Great job by number 4, Alexis Baker. Going to bring it 32-11 for the Grizzlies here.
Oates dribbling around. Tries to get the pass to Josephson. And a foul called on Hinckley. Thunder Ridge gets the turnover. Number 24, Elia Caston, subs in for Hinckley as the pass goes into McCloskey. She's going to cross half court. Passes it to Baker. Baker to Keeter. Across the court to Winton. McCloskey for 3. And she nails it.
Nothing but net. Perfect 3 by McCluskey. Ice in the veins.
That will bring the score to 35-11. And Caston dribbling, gets a pass over to Swanson in the corner, passes it, and that is stolen by Alexis Baker. Pass then is stolen by Hinckley. Pass over to Caston. Tries to pass it out, gets it over to Oates. And that is stolen by Baker. She's got a fast break. Layup is up and blocked. And Winton diving, trying to save it, is not able to. Good effort, though. Actually, a push called, so Thunder Ridge will get the ball. They get to inbound it here.
Fantastic steal by number 24, A.D. Baker. Almost taking it to the house with that fast break. But great position by the Grizzlies to get the foul.
Kayla Ridgeween subs in for Thunder Ridge. McCloskey gets a pass to Keeter. Keeter's shot, no good. Rebounded by Winton. Shot is blocked. Caston with a fast break, passes it to Oates. Shot goes up, no good. Issa Winton with the rebound. She's taking it down the court. Pass tipped and out of bounds on number 2, Relford. Thunder Ridge with the ball. Kira Kaiser-Cochran checks in for Thunder Ridge. before the inbound play. Pass goes into Winton. Layup, no good, but she draws the foul. So Issa Winton will go to the free throw line here. 5:10 left in the third quarter, 35-11, Thunder Ridge leads.
Great job by Winton. Again, like we've mentioned before, that court awareness of being able to get those fouls, those are easy points for Thunder Ridge, and you can never say no to them.
You want all the opportunities to score that you can.
Couldn't agree more.
Winton misses the first shot.
And, I mean, on the other side, if you're Hinckley, you're going to want to slow up a bit. So far already with 5:10 in the third quarter, they've got 4 fouls. A few more, they're in the bonus, and we've seen how those bonuses can decide a game.
Winton's second shot is up and good.
She's got it. 36-11, Grizzlies take the lead.
Rebecca Winton and Hallie Hanchett sub in for Thunder Ridge as Caston dribbles across half court, passes it to number 10, Ureli Delgadillo Roman. Pass is wide and grabbed by Ridgewine. Winton over to Hanchett, across the court to Ridgewine, down to Kaiser Cochran. Foul called on number 15, Camilla Davis. 5th foul for Hinckley. Thunder Ridge to inbound. Thunder Ridge sets up. Pass goes into Ridgewine. Wide open jump shot, and she nails it.
Perfect.
38-11. Thunder Ridge now leads. 4:40 left in the third quarter. Caston spins around, gets the pass off to Davis. Davis over to Oates. Oates to Relford. Relford with the shot, no good. Rebounded by Davis. Puts the shot back up, no good. Rebounded by Relford, and she draws the foul.
Fantastic job by the defense there for the Grizzlies. 3 shots, no goal. I mean, they draw a foul, but still, great job of keeping them from getting 2 and then a foul.
So Solani Relford gets 2 free throws here. Spins the ball, takes a couple dribbles, and it is up and bounces out. Relford gets set for shot number 2. That is up and away, and that one is good. Hinckley will get a point there. 38-12 is now the score. Pass goes into Issa Winton, who dribbles, gets around the defender and across half court, passes it to Rebecca Winton, over to Kaiser Cochran, to Ridgewine. Hanchett, layup, and that is good.
Perfect teamwork there by the Grizzlies, putting it up for 2. Great job by number 11, Hanchett.
Oates dribbling around, passes it to Caston. Caston trying to get a pass. That is tipped and then grabbed by Rebecca Winton. She's driving down the court. Layup, and that rolls in.
Takes it into the house. Nice steal there by Winton.
42-12. Thunder Ridge now has a 30-point lead here with 3:33 left in the third quarter. Caston dribbles up top, spins. Tight defense by Thunder Ridge. She's driving in, passes it out to number 10, Ureli Delgadillo Roman, who puts up the shot and draws the foul. Second foul of the second half for Thunder Ridge. Timeout called here with 3:18 left in the third quarter.
So far, definitely a more foul-heavy game. I mean, Hinckley's already up there with 5, few more, and that gives TR the bonus. And Thunder Ridge, even with 2 of their own, definitely want to make sure you keep the fouls as low as possible in a game like this. Even if you're down, getting the other team in the bonus, that can definitely be detrimental to getting any more points on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to give the opposing team any chance, no matter how small it is, to try and get back into the game. Thunder Ridge currently holding on to a 30-point lead. 42-12 is the score here. 3:18 left in the third quarter. Delgadillo Roman to shoot 2 free throws here. her first shot, she takes a couple dribbles. That is up and away, and that is a perfect swish. 42-13 is now the score. Onyx Oates subs in for Hinckley, as does number 20, Fatimata Jai. Delgadillo Roman sets up for shot number 2. That one is up, and that bounces off into the hands of Hanshit. Passes it to Baker. Baker driving in. Jump shot. Puts the layup up, and that rolls out. Ball bouncing around and is grabbed by Baker. Passes it over to Kaiser Cochran. Out to Rebecca Winton. Across the court to Hanshit. Gets a pass down low to Baker. She dribbles. Puts a shot up. Draws the foul.
Great job by the Grizzlies on that one, and fantastic teamwork, working the ball around like that, catching Hinckley off their guard. That is going to be the 6th foul of the quarter there for Hinckley.
Baker takes a couple dribbles. Her first shot is up and away, and a perfect swish. 43-13, Thunder Ridge now leads. Number 25, Layla Swanson, subs in for Hinckley as Baker's second shot goes in. 44-13, the Grizzlies now lead.
Another perfect swish by Baker on the penalty shot.
Oates dribbling, gets it across half court, passes it to Jai. Jai takes it back up top. Gets a pass over to Relford. Relford driving in. Jump shot. Goes up. Bounces off. Rolling around. Jump ball called. Rebecca Winton and Emma Josephson fighting for the ball. And that is jump ball is going to go towards to Thunder Ridge. McCloskey passes it into Baker. Baker takes it across half court, passes it over to Winton. Winton looking for a pass, gets it over to McCloskey. Baker in the corner, over to Baker down low, driving in. Puts up a shot, but I believe foul is called before the shot, so Hinckley with the ball here. 3rd foul for Thunder Ridge in the second half. Inbound goes to Onyx Oates. Oates passes it to Relford. Relford puts up the layup. That's off the glass and into the hands of Regan Keeter, who passes it over to McCloskey. Passes it to Baker, over to Keeter. Across the court, stolen by Relford. Driving down, Euro step. That shot is blocked and a foul called. Solani Relford will get 2 free throws. So another foul for Thunder Ridge. That brings their total to 4. 44-13 is the score here. 1:53 left in the 3rd quarter. Relford sets up for her shot. That one is up and bounces out. No good. Kayla Ridgewine subs in for A.D. Baker. Relford dribbles, puts up the shot, and that one is good. Perfect swish. 44-14, Thunder Ridge leads.
Grizzlies still maintain that impressive 30-point lead, but again, there's still basketball to be played in this game. Can't get complacent. You got to keep it up so that you don't give your opponents any chance to come back by a bit.
McCloskey wide open 3 and a perfect switch.
She's got it. Drains that three-pointer, nothing but net. Fantastic job. That is her 2nd perfect three-pointer of the quarter for Angel McCluskey.
And that ball is tipped and stolen. Keeter passes it to McCloskey. Down low to Baker. She drives in. Layup. And that is good. 2 points for Alexis Baker, making the score 49-14 with 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Oates passes it to Swanson. Swanson gets the screen. Shot is up and rolls out of bounds.
Checking in for Thunderbridge, number 3, Lucy Monroe.
Lucy Monroe checking into the game for Thunderbridge, as does Alexa Mackin. Passes it into McCloskey.
Minute left in the third quarter here. Grizzlies lead 49-14.
Pass over to Mackin. Over to Monroe. Down low to Ridgewine. Over to Keeter. Jump shot. That is slightly to the right and bounces out. Delgadillo Roman takes it across half court for Hinckley. Loses the ball. Grabs it again. Gets a pass into Oates. Bounce pass over to Josephson. Jump shot. No good. Grabbed by Keeter. Passes it to McCloskey. She's going to take her time, dribble it across half court. 25 seconds in the quarter left. Calling for a play. Pass over to Keeter, over to Ridgewine. Wide open jump shot. That is off the mark. Rebounded by Monroe. Passes it. That's tipped around and into the hands of Keeter. Over to McCloskey. 10 seconds left. Over to Mackin. Ball bouncing around. And with 2 seconds left, that will bring us to the end of the third quarter as the ball is rolling down the court. Thunderbridge holding on to a 49-14 lead here going into the last quarter of play. Charles, what do you think of that first quarter after halftime?
I mean, another fantastic quarter by Thunderbridge, putting up 19 points in that quarter alone. Of course, you have big plays like the ones by Angel McCluskey, putting up 2 picture-perfect three-pointers. Really helped with the Grizzly lead, but just, again, Grizzlies are playing 100% every play, and it shows on the scoreboard. I mean, 49-14, that is a 35-point lead for the Grizzlies. Again, still 8 minutes left, but if they can keep up this momentum, they've got the W, and a well-earned W at that.
Definitely.
What about you, Vince?
I mean, I just want to point out the stat you just mentioned. 19 points there in that third quarter. On the season, Thunderbridge has been averaging 10.5 points in the third quarter, so they've outscored their third quarter average by about 9 points. Just want to say it's impressive.
Outscored their points per game, too, by about 8 points.
Hinckley with the ball here. That's Onyx Oates. Passing it to Caston, stolen by Regan Keeter. Passes it to McCloskey, gets it down low to Lucy, and ball bounces around and grabbed by Caston. She's going to take it back down the court. Timeout called by Hinckley. Tight defense there by Lucy Monroe, and forcing Hinckley to call a timeout to prevent 5-second violation.
Great job by the Grizzlies on defense. That's definitely going to be important in this fourth quarter. As we saw in the second one, the Hinckley team seems to be good at rallying around before halftime and even after the game, or even in the last quarter of the game. As you can see on our spreadsheet, they put up more of their points in the second and fourth quarter, even putting up 11 in the second quarter of this game. Thunderbridge has to keep up that tight D to keep them from getting any more points on the board.
Oates dribbling, being guarded by Monroe, and a foul called. So inbound play here for Hinckley on the far side of the court. Oates gets the pass into Caston. Caston calling for a play. Spins around, passes it to Swanson. Swanson goes back up top, hands it off to Oates. Passes it over to Caston. Caston up top, passes it, and that is stolen by Alexa Mackin. And she passes it to Monroe. Up top to McCloskey. McCloskey calling for a play. Tries to get the pass down low to Regan Keeter. bounces around and is stolen by Lila Mondine, who then passes it to Caston, hands it off to Oates. Oates pass to Relford, jump shot, and that is good. 49-16 is now the score.
Great job, though, on that last session by the Greek defense for Thunder Edge. They just completely locked off Hinckley. Gave them nothing to work with. That's what you like to see in a game like this, knowing that your team is keeping up the pressure even when they do have a sizable lead near the end.
Foul called on Thunder Ridge. That is their 6th of the second half. Both teams have 6 fouls this half. Hinckley will get the ball here. Inbound goes to Oates. Oates dribbling around. Gets the pass over to Caston. Bounce pass to Swanson. Swanson up top, back to Caston. Bounce passes, rolling around. Ball is picked up by Oates. Passes it to Mondine. Trying to pass down low to Relford. Puts a shot up. That is wide and out of bounds. Thunder Ridge gets the turnover here.
Thunder Ridge defense again, putting on the pressure, especially with those double teams, using them well to lock off any chance for Hinckley to put points on the board.
And excuse me, that ball was tipped off by a Grizzly. Hinckley gets to inbound it here. Goes into Relford. Drives in and lays it in. 2 points there for Salina Relford.
49-18 is the score right now. Grizzlies still keep that lead. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left in the game.
McCloskey down low to Monroe. Passes it over to Baker. Jump shot. Bounces out. Rebounded by Swanson. Passes it to Caston. Caston slows it down. Takes it up to the top of the key. Hands it off to Oates. Ball is tipped and a jump ball called. That is going to go to Thunder Ridge after that jump ball. Hallie Hanshett and Alexis Baker subbing in. Timeout called here with 3:56 left in the game. Thunder Ridge leads 49-18.
So far, great game by the Grizzlies. I mean, we've said it so much at this point, it's just become a reflex. But seriously, especially in this quarter, even though they haven't been scoring as much, they've really been putting on the pressure against Hinckley, especially on defense, using the double teams really well against some of their key players and keeping it smart with the fouls so that they don't go into the bonus or don't put unnecessary points on the board. This is all you want to see in a competitive team like this.
Inbound goes to Issa Winton, passes it over to Baker. Baker passes it across the court to Winton. Dribbling up top, pass to Kaiser Cochran. Down low to A.D. Baker, across to Alexis Baker for 3. That bounces out and grabbed by Issa Winton. She drives in, puts up a shot. That bounces out. Baker with the rebound. Ball is tipped and rolled. Saved by Hanshett, but into the hands of Onyx Oates. Passes it to Josephson, who puts up an easy layup. Smart move there by Oates. Able to turn around and find an open Hinckley player. And Josephson scores 2 points. 49-20 is the score. Winton passes it to Kaiser Cochran. Up top to Hanshett. Calling for a play. Gets the pass over to Baker. To Kaiser Cochran for 3. But a travel called before the shot. Turnover goes to Hinckley. Alexa Mackin and Lucy Monroe subbing in for Thunder Ridge with 2:40 left in the game. Rebecca Winton also subs in as Hinckley inbounds it. Oates with the ball here. Dribbling across half court, passes it to Josephson. Over to Mondine. Back to Josephson, over to Swanson. Back up top to Josephson. Takes it to the near side. Pass intended for Davis is tipped out of bounds by Baker. Hinckley to inbound. It goes into Oates. Oates trying to drive in, passes it to Mondine. Passes it to Swanson, across the court to Josephson. On the corner to Davis. That pass is tipped out of bounds by Alexa Mackin.
Grizzlies keeping up the tight defense. Right now, score is 49-20, a minute 30 here in the game. Your Grizzlies lead by 29 points.
Yeah, Thunder Ridge really not letting Hinckley drive in at all. They're being forced to take all their shots from a little farther away. As Swanson hands it off to Oates up top. Hands it to Josephson. Tipped, but grabbed by Josephson. Pass to Davis. Davis, jump shot, and that is good. 49-22 is now the score with a minute 5 left in the game. Hanshit passes it to Monroe.
Minute left.
Monroe driving in. Passes it to Ridgewine. Shot goes up, no good. Bouncing around, grabbed by Swanson. 49 seconds left. Swanson passes it to Oates. Oates. Oh, stolen by Alexa Mackin.
She's going to take it.
Lays it in. Oh, but it just bounces out. Rebounded by Monroe, and Monroe scores 2 points with 30 seconds left.
Incredible rebound by Lucy Monroe in the final seconds of this game.
51-22 is the score now. Davis puts up a shot, bounces out, rebounded by Hanshit, but a foul called with
10 seconds left in the game. Grizzlies lead 51-22. This game is theirs. Fantastic job by Thunder Ridge tonight. They have pulled no stops in this game. And even though it's not a league game, this is still going to be a good one for them moving forward to look back on.
And with that foul, that put Thunder Ridge in the bonus. Hallie Hanshit gets a 1-for-1 throw attempt, and she makes the first one. Shot number 2 is up, and that is also good. 52-22 is the score here. 53-22, excuse me. 5 seconds left.
4, 3, 2, 1, and that's game. Thunder Ridge Grizzlies with an impressive win over Hinckley, 53-22. What a fantastic game by the Grizzlies. One of the best we've seen in a little bit. That is definitely going to be a huge win for the Grizzlies.
Definitely. Overall, they're just dominant on defense. Didn't allow Hinckley to drive in and take any good shots. On offense, they just kept their foot on the gas the whole game, and they are able to come away with the win. Final score here from the Grizzly Den. Thunder Ridge Grizzlies 53, the Hinckley Thunderbirds 22. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm Vince Byrne.
My name is Charles Lorman. We hope you all have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciated having you, and we'll see you guys in the next one.